With our next wine, we're staying in the Languedoc, beautiful Languedoc region, but we're moving away from the Mediterranean coast, a little going west and a bit inland near the stunning city of Carcassonne, medieval city. Here lies another small village that boasts its own AOC appellation, small area, but it has its own appellation called Cabardès. Cabardès is special in France because it's located in an area that has a Mediterranean climate, being in Languedoc, yet it also gets influences from the Atlantic Ocean, cold ocean breezes, if you wish, and more rain that right on the Mediterranean coast. A little bit like in Bordeaux, in fact. So Cabardès therefore can grow successfully both Bordeaux grapes like Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, but also Mediterranean grapes like Syrah, and they can combine them to make their blends. The winery Maison Ventenac is probably the most famous producer in this area, run by a couple, Olivier and Stéphanie Ramet, after they took over the business from Stéphanie's father. So tradition, but also innovation and youth. They use organic farming, indigenous yeast, hand harvest, of course, like in all of those wines, really. 18 months in French oak barrels for this Le Mas cuvée. Here are combined 3 grape varieties, primarily Cabernet Franc, a Bordeaux grape known for its finesse and floral character, a finer, if you wish, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot and Syrah, to bring in texture, fruitiness, explosiveness, and spiciness as well. I suspect. Let's find out. Wow, and here you'll notice that we have a really impressive wine as far as it looks. A really gorgeous deep red color that has both subtle orange hues and a bit of purple as well, even though this is 2015, 7 years already, but it's still quite purple and looking youthful as well. Remarkable color. Let's smell. I really enjoy the depth of the aromatic profile here. It feels like a wine that has reached wisdom and maturity. Yeah, it's so comforting, relaxing, it's calm, it's tranquil to smell at, with loads of coffee and dark cocoa, deep notes of mixed berry jam as well. Yeah, yes, there's something special in this wine. Complex, very serene, I think would be the word to describe the nose. So relaxing, but let's see what the palate tells us. Yes, and indeed, more explosive than I was expecting, but there's a finesse of delivery in here with plenty of acidic tension to the front of the palate. Really acidic right here, while the rest is really broad and large and soft. Heaps of bitter spicy notes, mixed spices, clove and nutmeg, delicately meaty as well, with huge burst of green pepper from the Syrah. Again, tannins are smooth and quite discreet, while the zingy acidity makes you just salivate, somewhat feeling like grapefruit juice, this sort of tangy acidity, crystalline acidity, very long and layered to the finish, with heap of torrefied notes of dark chocolate, a bit of candied cherries, like a black forest cake. The Merlot brings in these cherry flavors, and the oak, the dark chocolate. This is a wine to freshen up your meat dishes, one to have with fine meats, the venison or fine cut steak, delicately grilled or roasted lamb, that type of refined, not too tasty piece of meat. This is going to freshen it up and lift it up quite a lot. This is a wine that leaves you sort of meditating about how serene and deep a wine can be, and that's a signature of Cabernet Franc, such a fine, refined grape grown here in a generous terroir, sunny terroir, so it combines finesse and explosivity. I love this wine. You can age this wine for quite a while as well. Fantastic.